Welcome to Skull Season Podcast. How's your midday drive? It's Friday.
Stop punching, take a step back. Don't deliver the back shot at all. Look here. Here's a funny shot fired in by Derrick. Difficult for Anthony Yarn. It's the picture of Carlos on the way in.
Happy Friday, everybody. Got a lot to talk about today. Woo!
Stop punching, take a step back. Don't deliver the back shot at all. Look here. Here's a funny shot fired in by Derrick. Difficult for Anthony Yarn.
Touch them toes. I'm looking for a freak. Down these hooks thunder. Not looking for no runs. All I wanna see is come up on stage.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Get her how you live. Fellas, pull your money out. Loosen up your grip. Girls bust it down to the track made by.
Skull Season. Yeah. Happy Friday. Spring is blossoming here in Chicagoland. Yeah, 55 degrees outside. Easter weekend on the way. I'm your host, Nick Dice, and this is the Skull Season Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about a few things. Definitely the Anthony Joshua fight, which was a good turnout. Give a round of applause to all the UK fans. They always turn out to spend a lot of money for their fighters. We need that here in America. I mean, we're still good fans here, but again, we got to give them boys and girls a big applause. Now, if you're driving, picking up the kids from school and listening via YouTube Music's newly developed podcast section, I appreciate you. If you're cooking up a late lunch, working out, or just chilling and watching, I appreciate all of you tuning in. I'm your host with the 6-string guitars, dice roller, researcher, licensed food alchemist, former meat cutter, fight fan extraordinaire, Nick Dice. Now, that first track that we had playing, that was my boy, Q. I known this dude since about 2004, 2005. He's my drummer. Dude is one of the baddest in production here in Chicagoland. And check out his page. You can see him at, just go on YouTube. Type in at Evercent #1, or Hey Q Beats with the letter Z as one word. That's HeyQbeatz. But yeah, it's been a good week. Yeah, but yeah, that's my guy Q, man. He's awesome beat maker. I met him. We were working in an office job. And speaking of, I'm currently laid off. That's why I'm building this channel. My company's going through restructuring, but it's all good. Trying to get back to the money, you know? So help me continue to grow, as currently I've reached over 44,000 views. Yeah! But again, go check out my dude's channel. It's good music here. Now, we'll be talking about Joshua. Definitely a good fight. Learning some of Derrick James's new program to extend the combos. He still was a tad bit gun shy, though. Now, with Anthony Joshua, he was born October 15th, 1989. English professional boxer, is a two-time former United World Heavyweight Champion, having held the WBA, IBF, WBO, and IBO titles twice. Between 2016 and 2021, at regional level, he held the British and Commonwealth heavyweight title from 2015 to 2016. With Anthony Joshua, he's always been a great gentleman in the public compared to other celebrities. He definitely carries himself well. But he just is lacking that tenacity. I wish he'd get back to how he used to be, where he was hungry. He was definitely hungrier. Even with the Klitschko fight, he got knocked down, but he got right back up. We need that type of Anthony Joshua to be hungry again. Currently, he's ranked at number 3, having lost previously to Alexander Usyk. With him and Andy Ruiz, I think that Andy Ruiz's first loss really did do some damage to his mental power. We has to dig deep to get stronger again. These things happen. It's not, just as I said in the previous podcast, it's not what you've gone through. It's what you plan to do for the future to overcome, your downfalls. And even sometimes when you're this famous or on the main stage, your ego can get the best of you. So at this point, I think he's got more than enough cash, but possibly he's, not as hungry anymore. He's already done it. But here's a word of advice from Mike Tyson that I came across at ID Boxing.
What advice would you give to somebody like AJ?
That he has a lot of talent and not to get discouraged. He only loses when he quits. When you quit, all the doors of opportunities close.
Big facts. From the champ, Mike Tyson. So again, he's got to stay hungry. He can get back into the championship fights, but I believe he's going to need at least 2 more tune-up fights. But the Franklin fight was still a good one. Everybody turned out and enjoyed it. So again, is he ready for a Fury or Wilder would be the question. I would say, again, he needs some more tune-ups, or even a Joe Joyce. Maybe even one more time with Ruiz. Maybe that'll get his confidence back. But Dylan White is definitely looking to fight him. Having lost to him, I think, back in 2015. He also went the distance with AJ's opponent, Jermaine Franklin. So he's wanting to redeem himself from his previous loss. Let me know what you guys think, if that's a good thing or not. But definitely Derrick James has been helping develop AJ. And with this stable of champions, you know, he's got Errol Spence. I mean, come on. You know, once you got one of the GOATs, which I'm still going for Terrence Crawford if that fight ever does happen. But here's an article that I have found from ESPN. This is a walk-in, the walk. Derrick James, Anthony Joshua's trainer, has a special post-fight tradition. After another signature win as a trainer, the car waited to whisk Derrick James back from the site of his latest success to the hotel. But after Errol Spence defeated Yordenis Ugas in April 2022, James waved away the black SUV parked in the bowels of the AT&T Stadium. The distance from the home of the Dallas Cowboys to James's hotel was less than a half a mile. James turned towards the northeast corner of the stadium and started walking. Just hours after he celebrated another title in front of 39,946 people, Spence and reporter quietly strolled through Arlington as if it was any other Saturday night. So this is just how Derrick James rolls, you know. He ain't for the limelight. He's for building his boxers to the best that they can. So give him a round of applause. And with Derrick James, he was also nominated. Let me pull it up for you. On Three Kings Boxing Worldwide, Derrick James, Three Kings Boxing 2022 Trainer of the Year. For 2022, ThreeKingsBoxing.com recognizes Derrick James as Trainer of the Year. Many responsibilities come with being a boxing trainer. One part is the daily grind and preparing their fighter for battle. The other part is the instruction in between rounds on fight night. The proof is in the pudding. Chief among the fighters under the tutelage of James are undisputed junior middleweight champion Jermaine Charlo with 35, 1-1 with 19 KOs. We also got the unified welterweight Errol Spence, 28-0 with 22 KOs. And top lightweight contender Frank the Ghost Martin, 17-0 with 12 KOs. All three had an outstanding 2022 thanks to the work of James. Good job, Derrick James. But this is what it's all about. AJ was starting to put together some combos, but I feel like he was still gun shy. Not as gun shy as Adrian Broner has been in previous fights, but I don't know. I feel like it's a confidence thing. Let's continue. Now with Derrick James, his ranks, his crazy ranks. Check this out. So he was Trainer of the Year. His experience, 40-plus years of boxing experience, more than 15 years of coaching experience. Currently trains competing boxers, including 2 Unified World Champions, 2020 Sports Illustrated Trainer of the Year, 2020 WBA Trainer of the Year, 2020 WBC Trainer of the Year, 2020 Trill Trainer of the Year, 2019 Trill Trainer of the Year, 2017 Trainer of the Year, The Ring Magazine, 2-time WBC Champion Challenger, former North American title challenger, Texas Super Middle and Lightweight Champion, competed for Olympic trials, 4th in World Championship in 1989, 2-time winner of Texas State Golden Gloves, recorded fastest KO in American international boxing history, bronze medal at the U.S. Olympic Gold Festival, trained with Olympic gold medalists and world champions. This boy's bad. Ain't nobody messing with Derrick James. A good guy. But again, I'm still going for Terrence Crawford in the fight. Much respect to the camp down there in Texas, though. Now we're going to go over to, speaking about Jermaine Franklin. Now with Jermaine Franklin, he's definitely been a great boxer. Again, he went the distance with Dylan White also. Let's pull him up. Yep, Franklin fought Dylan White at Wembley Arena in London on November 26, 2022. White won by majority decision, although the decision of the fight was controversial, with many scoring it as a draw or for Franklin winning. To be a journeyman, he ain't been beat too much. He's had a total of fights of 23 fights, wins 21, 14 of those wins by knockout, and then 2 losses. Not bad. So, there's been, a definite debate as to how the fight ended, where AJ, put his hand on top of his head, almost started a whole riot. But again, I don't know, AJ is just possibly going through some things. He's just got to tighten up. He's not getting any older, but we'll have to see if he's going to be ready for a fight with Fury or a fight with Wilder. But I really believe the gym culture with AJ definitely helped with building up his jab. And with the combinations, again, he was a bit gun shy. But too many yes men can a lot of times fill up a fighter's head. And then they lack the tenacity or the hunger to want to be champion again. It's important, man, for him to really go back to the drawing board, tighten up some things, but to be around other champions such as Errol Spence or Jermell Charlo, I think that was good. But I think it's very important to just have confidence. That lacking of confidence can really be seen in the ring, or even when we think about how he was acting previously at the end of the fight with Usyk, where he threw the belts. It wasn't a good look. And I'm sure he had to go back and, think about this. Is this something he wants to continue to be a competitor? It's really a gladiator sport, Mike Tyson even has said previously. But we still want to give him praise. He has won. So we'll see who he's going to fight next. Now let's take a look. Now for the pay-per-view numbers. Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin, pay-per-view by numbers. How much gateway revenue generated from the 20,000 capacity arena? Let's see. So it says in here that it is difficult to claim exact numbers based on past fights of Joshua. The figures will cross 7,000 pay-per-view buys on the fight. Anthony Joshua still hold a strong popularity among boxing fans in the UK, US, and other countries. Joshua can pull big pay-per-view numbers on fight day. So the pay-per-view sales should be for the TV rights, streaming ownership, DAZN. In Joshua vs. Franklin pay-per-view buys, 7,000 buys estimated. With the pay-per-view revenue of $40 million. Woo! That's a lot of cash. So, the O2 Arena, which is, let me pull up that address. I just thought it was a funny address because I'm here in America, and I never seen an address look like this. Pull it up. Smash that like button if you're watching, because it helps me get in the algorithm. Again, if you're listening via the podcast or the YouTube music, I definitely appreciate you. As I find the information. Da, 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 da. Nonetheless, the O2 Arena is awesome. But the UK fans, we have to give them credit for being some of the best fans in the world. But yes, this was Peninsula Square, London, SE100DX, UK, for the O2 Arena. So we will see what the exact pay-per-view numbers will be in time. But it sure is interesting. You imagine having $1 million, what you'll do with it. Tell me in the comments what you'll do with $1 million. So their shares for the purse, guaranteed purse, pay-per-view share, Anthony Joshua gets 65%. Jermaine Franklin gets 35%. Give it up for the journey, man. But, yeah, so it should be something. The past opponent was Alexander Usyk, obviously. The purse for Usyk fight was $11 million. So the current purse for the fight is $5 million guaranteed. How much Jermaine Franklin earned from the Joshua bout? Well, we will see. So again, the venue was the O2 Arena. The promotion was by Matchroom Boxing. And the official broadcasters was DAZN. Joshua just has to get his confidence back. We need him to get stronger mentally, bring back some of that heart. You got to be like this, man.
Get it, there is a darkness inside me. It wants to get out, it wants to walk around. It wants some walking around money, and it wants to buy some shoes, and it wants to walk up to people and say, hey, Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
But for real, Derrick James is a great coach. He's doing great with trying to build up his confidence. So there was some post-fight talks. So let's check it out. Finding it. Here we go. Well, during the fight talk, I should say. So, yeah, man, we got to give it up for Derrick James. Definitely a powerful trainer who has shown time and time again that he's somebody to be reckoned with. He's building champions, warriors that are ready for war. We just got to get these guys fighting. Need Crawford to fight. Need Charlos to fight. He's had a layover. Come on. But even Derrick James spoke about this in some of the post fight where they asked him who he'd like to see Joshua fight, and he was like, "Yo, that's not my
Once you meet with the
that's
turbo
not my decision. You know, that's his camp's decision. You know, he's there to be sure that the fighter is ready to go." And I respect that, man. You know, because it needs to be ready to go. Check this out. Just listen.
The tutelage, the training, the graphics, taking away from us. Your thoughts on your fighter's performance?
Well, you know, I think he did a good job. I think that, for me, he followed the game plan because it was so much about getting past this guy and winning the way that we wanted to win. Knockouts, so yeah, they're good, but win with the strategy and the game plan that never let him into the fight. That's what it's all about. And that's what he did. He was able to control every aspect of the fight, and and now we have that. That's our foundation. So if y'all go back and look, that's the foundation. So now we have nothing but to do but get better and better and better. That's all I care about.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Incredible. See, AJ's a gentleman, and so is Derrick James, but we just need Derrick to help him with just getting more of that hungriness. Got to bring him back and get hungry, man. I think switch up with another tune-up fight will do him some justice. But we will see what will happen next. But leave a comment down below. Again, share this video with everybody. Share my channel. Like, subscribe. Now we're going to go on to Undisputed game, which is taken over interactively on the computers. Undisputed is an amazing boxing game. It's featuring Roy Jones Jr. We got Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Everybody's been waiting for it, though, for the console. So right now it's just on the computer as they fix all the bugs. But we want it on the PlayStation. Here in an article for the PS4. This is PS4 BlogNet. From PS4 to Xbox to slots, there's virtually no gaming platform nowadays where you cannot find a good boxing game. PS4 has been the home for some fine boxing games over the years, including Big Rumble Boxing, Creed Champions, which was also brought out on Xbox. PS5, meanwhile, did a wonderful take on Tokyo Olympics. I got to check it out. Anyways, Undisputed is the latest in the series of polished boxing games that is making its way over to consoles. Having gone through beta stage of productions, fans will be waiting for its grand reveal. Yeah, see, they did great with the graphics. But when will this game be released for the PS4, a.k.a. PS5? How much will it cost? So they don't know yet. It says, although Undisputed enjoyed as an early release on Steam at the end of last month, it is expected to arrive on PS4, PS5, and Xbox. However, as of yet, no official release date has been earmarked, so it could take a few months. Man, come on, man. We need this. Anyways, check it out if you do have a computer. You can play it there. God of Frog says, Undisputed is trash. Oh, for real? I got to still check it out. I haven't played it yet. But do appreciate everybody checking out the channel. Now, back to confidence with AJ. There's just one more thing. So, I want to do something live that I'll actually turn into a YouTube short. I was looking up Sun Tzu, who was a general and also created the book, The Art of War. And with The Art of War, he had a lot of quotes on confidence. So I'd like to use my guitar. I recorded this track yesterday. And then I'll just do a voiceover over it. And I'll chop it up and make it a YouTube short. But this is for anyone lacking confidence, especially fighters. Need you to stay strong out here. Check it out. Four confidence building quotes by Sun Tzu. Number one, appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Don't let them see you sweat. Even though you might be filled with fear, stay strong. Number two, let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night. And when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Don't tell everybody your goals. Yes, stick to the plan. Number three, never trust a friend who is silent. It's the problem with people around us. Some people just won't tell us when we're failing. Give us proper critique, just like a good friend. Number four, know yourself and you will win all battles. Have confidence. Don't let your mind get the best of you. Implement these rules. This is why. All right. I don't know. I'll chop it up. Let's see what everybody thinks. I'll do some edits on it. But have confidence no matter what anyone is going through, especially if you're a fighter. Combat sports, very important to have some confidence. But can he do it again? Can this boy become 3-time heavyweight champion? But thank you again for listening to this podcast. If you're listening through the YouTube music, audio, or watching via the stream, keep sharing it. Allows my show to be streamed as audio and continue as we grow together. Leave a comment. Let me know who you think Joshua is going to fight next. I'm going to be bringing more music to you. As soon as I link up with my dude, Q, check out his music page at Hey Q Beats. Leave me an email at skullseason.biz@gmail.com. This is Nick Dice with Skull Season Podcast.
Stop punching, you take a step back. Don't deliver it. The back shot at all, look. Here's a body shot fired in by Derrick. Everything for Anthony Yarn. It's the picture of Carlos and the...